Pull up a stool and pour yourself a pint as you're about to join three intrepid drinkers, Kevin, Justin, and Mark, as they embark on another Beertastic voyage.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Beertastic Voyage. My name is Kevin.
This is episode 4.
And that's Justin over there. Mark told you it was episode 4 in our recording batch, which means we've got a little bit of a buzz going on.
Oh, shit. That's what he meant.
That's what he
I
meant.
was so confused.
Yeah.
I really was. I'm like, why would he say that?
Yeah.
Like, this is episode, 90-something. I can't do the math on it right now.
Yeah, I don't know
think
where
it's
it is.
95.
No.
No.
96 or 7, somewhere in that range.
But the road to 100. 100 is in sight, my friend.
Yes.
Can you believe that 100 episodes is in sight?
It is.
2 years is in sight.
I'm trying, well, we are trying to do something.
That would be 104.
I know, but that's still in sight. That's close.
Yeah. We were trying to do something for our 2-year anniversary. Stay
Yeah.
tuned.
But, 100 episodes is a pretty good milestone.
I would say so.
That was
Yeah.
a movie, starring John Ritter.
100 episodes?
Stay tuned.
Oh, yes. I do know Stay Tuned. Oof, right
Yeah.
there. Actually,
know.
I vividly remember that movie. I saw that
He buys a satellite
at a really bad movie theater.
from the devil.
Yeah.
Right,
Yes.
right, yes. I have seen that movie numerous times, and I enjoy that movie.
It is a
forgot
pretty,
the name
it's a
of it.
pretty campy, funny movie.
Right, but you got to accept that it's just bad. I just
Yeah.
remember, you know what I remember the most about that? Is that he sword fights the guy in the last scene,
Yes.
and he goes, I was captain of my college fencing team, and I just go, you are not fencing, you are doing garbage work right now.
You watched Princess Bride twice. That's all you did.
Yeah.
I have something to tell you.
Which, that's the movie. Those guys, Carrie Elwes and, I'm going to call him Inigo Montoya because I'm drawing a blank,
Yeah.
Mandy Patinkin,
That's it.
actually trained with fencing masters
Yeah.
for 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
They would film in the morning, and then their afternoons, all 6 hours in the afternoon, would be spent training with these fencing masters to actually do it. So they did that whole sequence. It wasn't any stunt guys. They did the whole sequence, and I was like, much respect.
Yeah.
If you're a fan of that movie, read Carrie Elwes' books as you wish. Pretty good read. Quick read.
Unlike other Robin Hoods, I can speak with a British accent.
Yes. Yes, Carrie Elwes, not that movie, but still good.
What's funny is that Mark is one of the few people who is not a fencer
Yeah.
that knows that movie as well as all of the people that we know that fence.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That movie's a classic.
Oh, it is a classic, but it's funny how
You put down your rock, I'll put down my sword, and we'll kill each other like civilized men.
Exactly.
yeah, that you would probably know it better than a lot of fencers I know.
The fire swamp is fantastic. We're thinking about setting up a summer home here. Anyway, enough
Birds
of
of unusual size.
yes, the ROQSs. Today we are visiting for the third time Barrage Brewing,
Yes.
which fantastically, even though it's the third time we've visited there, we are still having 3 different beers that we have never had on the show before.
I think that's one of the hallmarks. The 2 things I think about when I think about Barrage is,
The tiny tasting room.
I wasn't aware of the tiny tasting room. I hadn't been there until Steve has graciously allowed the BJCP class to take over his tasting room on Wednesdays.
Thanks for that, Steve.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. But the 2 things I think about are variety,
Yeah.
and the ability to have weird shit in beer and taste every bit of it.
Yeah, Steve really the Hoochie Mama, which is what, Mark? What is that kind of beer?
That's a brown ale.
That's a brown ale. We also have a cream ale from them called the Clancy, and the ESB. What's the ESB called again?
Evil Bitch.
Evil Bitch. So we have a couple different varieties from them, and I'm looking forward to trying these. When I went to pick them up, I did not get a chance. I was running a little late, so I just ran in, grabbed the crowlers, and ran out. So I did not get a chance to try any of these beforehand.
I haven't had. I think I may have had the Hoochie Mama once before, maybe at a festival or something. I think the Hoochie Mama is one of their, I say standards. I think they've had it for a while, but I'm not 100% sure.
Right.
The Clancy, I think, is new, and I think the Evil Bitch is new as well.
Yeah. So
They're all new to me as far as I'm aware.
So we're starting with Evil Bitch, the ESB. What's the Evil Bitch come in at, Joseph? You got the can on.
I do.
6.2?
Nope, I have a date on it. There's no alcohol label.
That's 629 when I picked it up? Okay. I really, like I said, I was running late, so I did not get a chance to shoot the picture of the board or anything like that. But
Let's see what's on the Instagram.
as Mark checks the Instagram, I will check the periodic table of beer styles for ESB. ESB, where are you hiding?
That is 45, extra special bitter.
45, extra special bitter. Scrolling up on my thing.
Evil Bitch is 5.8% ABV.
All right. Extra special bitter, low carbonation, very strong bitterness, malty, high hop aroma and flavor. Fuller's ESB and Young Special London Ale are
Yes.
given as examples.
So this is a British style of beer that, if I'm not mistaken, kind of came out of the whole idea behind being taxed based on the amount of alcohol that you have.
Yeah, I believe
Yeah.
so.
Right. So
Extra special being the highest alcohol
Right.
variety.
exactly, and the bitter part of it. Like when I first started drinking beer, you see extra special bitter. You're like, I don't like bitter things, so you don't drink it. However,
Yeah, it's a bit of a misnomer.
right. I mean, English, in the grand scheme of English beers, especially from the time, they were always malt forward beers.
Yeah.
This is a more bitter version of that.
Which is still tamed by American craft beer standards.
Yes.
Oh,
without
it's
question.
insane. It does. I think if you compared this to American standards for bitterness, they'd just be like, "What? There's nothing here."
It basically
There's
just
nothing
means it's balanced. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't. It's not sweet. Like essentially.
Yeah, ESB has become one of the when I find English, ESBs. That's a variety that I look for. I find that American ESBs sometimes get a little overdone still.
Yeah,
As with everything, we got to go to the nth degree.
I would say that this is a dark amber in color with a fair amount of haze. And it's been in the glass for a little while now, but when I first poured this out, this had a ridiculous head on it.
Yeah. I mean, even when I swirl it up, the head and the lacing indicate great head retention.
Yeah, it's a nice light head too.
Yeah. It's I would say off-white head. The aroma, I get a really nice toast quality, like a bread crust smell.
Yeah, it's definitely toast.
Yeah, like toast, almost wheat bread toast. Not white
Yeah,
bread,
Right.
but no.
No,
I'm
That's very
making a
accurate.
distinction there because you can definitely smell the difference.
That's
Yeah,
very
no.
accurate.
and you are correct. It's just that I have not actually bought white bread for consumption in my house in probably a dozen years, if
Yeah.
not more. That why I said toast,
Yeah.
because that's what I have. It's
Right.
wheat bread.
I will say that we found. What do you look for?
It's some sort of tissue or something.
Okay,
My swirl failed. It landed on my laptop, but not on the keys. So
there
we're
you
okay
go.
with
So we're
that.
safe.
Yeah.
No, Rachel found this one bread it's a white bread. I think it's like a Sara Lee white bread or something, but it's like a nice thick cut loaf.
Oh, like country style loaf. kind of thing.
Oh, it's really good for grilled cheese sandwiches.
It sounds good.
Which has been one of her pregnancy foods. Has been grilled
Nice.
cheese sandwiches.
So
So
pickles.
no
Pickles.
no pickles, just grilled cheese sandwiches and frozen pizzas.
Yeah, she's been on the frozen pizza jam for a while,
Oh,
right?
dude, like
That pesto frozen pizza, she was like nominal.
she was all on that, and I've become a connoisseur of frozen pizzas, which I'm not even completely angry about.
Tombstone
DiGiorno or Red
DiGiorno.
Baron or
Okay, so Red Baron makes a French bread one that
Yeah.
doesn't really have sauce on it, that just has a lot of cheese. It's almost like cheesy garlic bread,
Okay.
which is amazing. But really, the best one is the Trader Joe's has an arugula and prosciutto
cauliflower
one.
crust or
What?
cauliflower crust. Or,
No. Regular crust. But it's prosciutto and arugula,
Oh.
which is, again, not
Arugula, it's
a
a
whole
vegetable.
lot of sauce. Sauce is upsetting her, so it's not really been the thing. But dude, that pizza's awesome.
See, when I was a kid, my mother used to get the Mama Celeste that are like 10 for 10.
Oh yeah.
They're always 10 for 10. They put that shit in the
those
circular.
are horrendous.
They're so bad. They put those in the circular, like
Those?
10 for 10, like it's a special. No,
Ah.
those shits are 10 for 10 all the time. They're just filling space.
Yeah.
They're just trying to get rid of them. Honestly.
They come with this, like, it looks like a foil, plastic covered foil thing you put in the microwave when you microwave.
Yeah,
That's
it's
supposed to crisp it up.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
That never fucking works ever, but I still love them.
Oh no, I
Like
know.
15 years ago when I was working at the Home Depot that doesn't exist anymore.
Where is it? It's no longer there.
Right. And, I decided to go and grab lunch at the Pathmark, which no longer exists.
Well, yeah, Pathmark's got its doornail.
And, I grabbed a couple of those because they were advertised as on sale or whatever. I was like, yeah, what the hell, I'll try these. And, I heated up one after I got back to the break room at Home Depot, and it was horrendous. I was like, oh god, this is terrible. And I decided that I was just going to leave the second one in one of the break room fridges because there was one guy that was notorious for just grabbing random food in said refrigerators and eating it. And it so happened that I was in the break room taking a break while he wandered in to the break room and was like, I'm hungry, and went into the fridge and actually ended up grabbing the pizza that I had given up to him.
You sacrificed it to the gods.
He microwaved it, whatever, and somebody like called him out on it. He was like, was like, oh, Joe, is that your pizza? And he was like, oh, no, I don't know whose it is. Like, and I'm like, actually, that's mine. He was like, oh, shit. Because apparently it was the first time that anybody like called him on it.
Oh.
In the act. And he felt so bad about it, and I was like, no, it's totally fine. I left it in there because I knew you would eat it, because I didn't want it. That's how bad it was.
The taste of that still, like, it's nostalgia that makes it taste good to me. I haven't had one in a long time. I might hook some up. But anyway, how the fuck do we get our frozen pizzas? And now we're going to have a poll about frozen pizza, which frozen pizza brands are the best. So
yeah. It's not delivered.
It's DiGiorno.
Yes.
But it's ESBs that have been kind of one of my new, I'm not going to say my jam, but they've been one of those varieties that have shown up a little bit more on my radar, and that now I'm more willing to go and try them.
Yeah, bitters are definitely underappreciated.
Yeah.
I think that, I honestly, obviously the name, I think, keeps them from being on something that a lot of people, I think that if you see that, and you want something bitter, and you order it, you'll be disappointed because it's not overly bitter.
And if you don't like bitter, you're not going to order it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's kind of one of those. It's
a misnomer.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things that I think there are definitely some local places that make something close to it, but I think they end up calling it something else. Like English Pale Ale, I think would be a name you might see for something.
Yeah, like I know Long Island used to have an ESB on all the time.
Yeah,
I think that
they still do occasionally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing it. I don't recall seeing it in quite some time, so I wasn't sure if it was something that was still made.
No, they definitely do. To describe the beer, the flavor of the beer, it's malt forward.
It's got
enough
good caramel notes and enough, just the right amount of bitterness to balance it out, to prevent it from being cloying, so that you're like, I don't want to know the set.
If I described it, I would say that it's sweet. For sure, caramel sweetness is the number one flavor. In the finish, there's enough bitterness, like you said, to keep it from being cloying, but the flavor of it is sweet.
Yeah, they seem to add enough. There's enough hop characteristic to keep it from becoming.
And it does have a fair amount of the as Kevin said before, like the wheat bread toast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's sweet wheat bread toast and just enough bitterness so that it's not cloying on the palate.
Yeah, a little bit of molasses in there just to kind of create that. That sweetness flavor a little bit.
Just the hint of it.
Yeah, right? It's not crazy.
There's enough molasses there that you're like, I think I might taste molasses, but not enough where you get the strong, gross.
Yeah, I think wheat bread to me is like the best descriptor for this beer. Like, if a normal pilsner is white bread, like this is wheat bread.
Yeah,
it's similar, a little bit sweeter, and a little bit more full body, but nothing that's going to be really changing your world on it. That being said, it's really tasty and super drinkable.
Yeah, this is becoming one of my favorite things to drink. Because we're having an ESB, I have to give a shout out to, we'll call him Superfan Greg Kelly. He had an ESB that made it to the final round of NHC. It didn't end up getting a medal.
AKA National Homebrew Competition.
Right, thank you. It didn't end up getting a medal, but
finalist there's.
It got a gold medal for New York City.
Okay.
For that, and it's a great beer. It's pretty funny. He brought it to he was teaching at the BJCP class that Mark and I keep talking about, and he had brought it to taste, and there was green apple acetaldehyde off flavor in what he brought to class.
Oh, yeah.
Which was obviously scary because he had just shipped it to NHC. He confirmed with me later. He went home and tasted it. It must have been something off with the glass that he put it in, or something, because it wasn't in the actual beer. But it was pretty amusing to see him
he was sweating it a lot.
Right.
I wouldn't blame him.
Yeah, I would have probably sweated a little more than him. I would have been a little more nervous. But that was a fantastic beer, and very similar to this. Had the same quality where the bitterness was there for balance. It was a very solid example of style.
Yeah, I'm liking this. This one's probably going to fall in the growler for me.
Yeah.
I could knock back a couple of these, and this could be like, I can see this being my everyday kind of drinker. Like, just going to have, I want a beer. I just want a beer to have with dinner, with after dinner, whatever it is. I can see myself opening up something like this and just having one.
Yeah, I'm along the same lines. It's going to be a growler for me as well. It's a very easy drinking beer.
Yeah.
In contrast to other styles that I really like that are complex, like the previous episode we did with Hill Farmstead with the Saisons and the Robustas, there are fewer descriptors to describe this beer, but it is equally as high quality. And you can throw them back all day and enjoy every second of it.
I'm with you guys, but I'm going to cap it at the Bomber. It is really good. I like it. It excels in its simplicity, but after the second glass, I'm going to want to have something else.
That's fair. It is the simplicity. May lead you to go somewhere else.
Yeah, if you're looking for something that you can contemplate and something that you're gonna dissect the different layers of flavor of, I don't think this is the beer for you right now. But
Popping.
at the point where you want just a beer,
My lip gloss.
there's no reason to not have this. There's no reason why this one wouldn't be what you want.
Yes, Buck. Your lip gloss is popping. I would actually pay good money to. You know what? I'd like to make. If you had mentioned earlier that you might, you may call me out at an LIBME meeting to do a throwdown for dark British beers. If we do that,
Call me now.
if we do that and I win, I want you to wear lip gloss for a week. That would be amazing to me. I would do it and no one would say anything because my lips are very naturally glossy. All right, so we're on to the Clancy, which was that a Pilsner?
No.
It is a cream ale.
It's
Cream
a
ale,
cream
right,
ale, and it's another one. It's a light golden color.
Yeah, definitely lighter than the
I'm
ESP.
getting a lot less on the head, a lot less on the carbon. Like the carbonation, I really got to give it a good solid swirl to get.
The clarity is a lot better than the BSB.
What are you guys getting on the nose?
I'm getting a lot of
I swear to God, I smell
Like-
milk chocolate, but I might be having a stroke.
That's why I fucking asked. I'm smelling the same thing.
I wouldn't say milk chocolate, but I get a lot of fruit. I don't know. I'm trying to determine what fruit it is that I'm smelling.
I swear to God, I taste milk chocolate.
The first one that I took a whiff of, I swear to God, it smelled.
Now I'm getting. Yeah, I'm getting.
It smelled like Easter candy.
Yes.
Like the first,
Fuck, yeah.
like
Wow.
like the Easter basket. Like the first time that I took a whiff, that's what it smelled like. I'm like, holy shit! What the fuck is that smell?
It smells like chocolate, eggs, and jelly beans.
Yeah, right.
Okay, hold on. We're skipping a very important fucking point here with the Clancy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You put jelly beans
really
in it.
fucking important. It is a cream ale brewed with white chocolate.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, we're not stroking out. Everybody, stop dialing
Not having a
911.
stroke.
No one stopped. No one dialed 911. Not having a stroke.
All right.
Okay.
Because
I was
that makes
You
so
you
confused.
smelled it,
that
right?
makes total sense.
When I first smelled it, I was again.
Okay.
We're studying for the BJCP class. Essentially, I'm off flavor hunting every time I smell a beer, which is not exactly the right thing to do, but it's where my brain's at. It's kind of musty. It's kind of this. And then I settled on milk chocolate, and then I'm like, okay, cool. It's chocolate. Oh my god.
No, it smells like a Easter bunny candy
Yeah.
chocolate
No.
that you would crack after you eat the ears off because that's the first thing that you eat.
Where the butt?
I was always the ears guy. Like breaking ears off, eat the ears.
I don't know. Pretty much.
But-
I don't remember what I eat first because I eat it so quickly.
It's still messing with me. It's still messing with me that I'm smelling
You
chocolate.
and your jaw and smell the hole.
Like a fucking
It is-
snake.
It is crazy. But the thing about it was, I didn't dislike the smell, or the aroma. I didn't dislike the flavor.
I haven't even tried it yet.
It just wasn't what I was thinking of when you told me I was about to drink or smell the cream ale. But now that we know there's white chocolate in it, it changes everything.
Yeah.
So yes, the aroma is definitely has a chocolate aroma to it. It's freaky too because there's zero color involved. So like when you see something and it's what you expect to see, and you smell it and it's not what you expect to smell. It's a little interesting. You guys try it. I don't want to say anything with the flavor. So you drink it yet?
Yeah.
All right. Now that he's had a sip of it, what are you thinking?
Yeah, it's interesting. It tastes like it smells. Honestly,
It's exactly like that.
That's what really it tastes like a fucking Easter bunny. Like it tastes like the chocolate Easter bunny. Like I have no
Show me on the
Show me on the
Easter
doll.
bunny touched it.
Yeah. No, it tastes like it tastes like liquid Easter, like
It does.
chocolate bunnies from Easter. Like it's really fucking weird.
It's not
It's
the
weirding
good,
me out, man.
It's
I don't know if I'm
It's not the
safe.
good
I don't feel
Cadbury.
safe.
It's not the good Cadbury ones, like because Cadbury ones taste like chocolate. It's one of those off-brand ones that doesn't quite
no,
taste like
they
chocolate.
melt it down.
Yeah, like
they
Palmer.
melt
Yeah,
down the leftover chocolate into chocolate sands.
Yeah, but I like this. I don't dislike how it tastes. I will agree that it is odd, especially again. I think it's a visual thing. I think we're looking at this and it looks like it's going to be a standard cream ale. It has all the trappings of a standard cream ale. It's very, very light. And then you taste it and it has this adjunct in it, which we discussed earlier.
Right.
You know, Barrage, you're going to taste every adjunct exactly how you're supposed to. This is exactly what a white chocolate cream ale should
No,
taste
it
like.
tastes exactly like white chocolate, and it's kind of freaking me out. Like I don't know. Like
Can you
my
sell-
heart is beating faster than it should right now.
But do you have a fear boner?
No fear about
Okay.
this stuff.
Don't make me check.
I'm ready for you.
I won't actually do that.
Yeah.
If you ask me to. So I think that there's not much more to say about it. It tastes like white chocolate and a cream ale put together. I personally enjoy it. If we're going to go ratings on it, you know, and let's say you two have to rate it right now, but I'm going to call it a bomber. I'm intrigued by it. It tastes really good. I think I'm going to stop after 2. What do you think, Mark? You haven't really expounded on what you think it tastes like. I've been freaking out over
It
it.
definitely nails what it is, but as far as my personal preference, it's just a pint. Like, the 1 pint, I'm good. I want to move on. I want to have something else. But the flavor is 100% what is on the label, on the board, whatever you want to call it. It like, okay, cream ale with white chocolate. That's this.
What I'm blown away by is 2 things. 1, who the fuck thinks to put white chocolate in cream?
Obviously, Steve.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. My point in that was, I would never think to do that. And 2, how did he get the white chocolate in there?
I would imagine that it was like the little discs that you can
Like
buy
a non-Perel, except with no.
for
No,
like
it's
the,
like little
the discs that
melting,
you can buy for casting your own chocolate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the little medallions. They're like quarter size.
Yeah, but when you add that, because of the boil,
I don't know.
I don't know when he added it. I'm asking you when you would add it.
I wouldn't because it's not something that I would be like, I want to put that in beer.
Yeah, I'm just impressed that this was even a thought.
Yeah, as always, like again, whenever Steve says that there's gonna be a flavor in a beer, like you know it's gonna be present, and that's what's going on here. That being said, it kind of weirds me out.
You're very unsettled by this.
I really am. Like I haven't been this disturbed by a flavor in a long, long time. It's probably a taster for me because I really don't.
Really?
I don't like white chocolate. Give me dark chocolate. Give me extra dark chocolate. I don't really like white chocolate. It's not a flavor I like.
And white chocolate is actually the good thing.
Right, which is a pedantic argument, but that's not what I'm going for right now.
White chocolate is just bad.
Right. The flavor, it's incredible how he crafted this together. And so, again, not as quality statement, but, like, I'm going to finish
No,
this.
it's firmly in the mindfuckery of white stout sort of category.
Yeah,
Right.
we were up at, was it Long Island Poorhouse, or what's the one on Port Jeff?
Yeah,
Well,
Poorhouse.
That we had a, it looked like this, but it tasted like a stout or something.
Yeah,
Like
white stout.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, it
I
wasn't
don't
a white
remember who that was
stout,
from, but yeah.
but we had something like that, and it just kind of screwed with my brain a little bit. I don't think that's what's occurring here. It's just a really weird flavor. Like white chocolate is just not the flavor for me. But it's extremely prominent, and it's really well done. And I think it just gets a little sweeter than I really like, which is saying something considering it's me.
Right.
How much sweet I like. So it's kind of freaked me out. I'm going to go with the taster, but again, super creative.
Yeah, I'm impressed at the honestly just the idea.
Yeah. But really, it smells like an Easter basket. It's really freaking me out.
That's the best descriptor so far.
I'm having like
What do you have?
like
Flashback?
flashbacks to working in Party City.
Why?
The smell.
Yeah, the smell of chocolate, like,
The smell of the Easter basket.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I mean, I think I've been in Party City maybe 3 or 4 times my whole life. So
yeah, it smells like the aisle of all the leftover Halloween candy or Easter candy, at the end of the season when they're trying to clear out.
considering that we've done snack cakes and potentially some other items, what Easter candy wise, like what do you guys go for?
Oh, man.
Cinnamon jelly beans.
Is that
No.
an Easter thing?
No, the best jelly beans are Starburst jelly beans. And if anybody says otherwise, I will fight them.
I'll agree with you on that.
Because Starburst jelly beans actually taste like flavors and not just like jelly bean. But my personal favorite is the crispy eggs.
You mean the one with the shell on it, right?
No, like the little chocolate eggs.
The
that-
crackle eggs.
Yeah,
Crackle
they're
eggs,
basically
right.
not crackle, but what's the other crunch bar?
Nestle Crisp.
Yeah,
Oh,
like Nestle
Crisp,
Crunch
yeah.
Bar or like those. Like they got the little bit of the Rice Crisp in there. Like those are my favorite. Like I could just go through a whole bag of those. But I love Robin's eggs also. Like I don't discriminate against candy. Like I like candy.
I obviously don't either, but my favorite candy, if I were to pick one thing to eat candy to eat for the rest of my life,
Reese's News.
would be the Cadbury
Close.
the Cadbury eggs, but not the ones with the cream in it. The little ones with the candy eggshell on it with the milk chocolate underneath.
Yeah, the Robin's eggs. That's
Oh,
what
those are Robin's eggs?
Yeah,
Okay.
Robin's eggs.
I'm not kidding. I, in past years, have eaten pound bags in
Oh,
a sitting,
Absolutely, me too.
which is silly because it's literally milk chocolate with that stupid candy shell on it. But for some reason, that
But it's
candy
better than
shell
M&M.
adds so much to it.
Oh yeah, no, those are the ones that like kind of feel a little powdery on the outside.
Yup.
Yeah, those are Robin's eggs. Absolutely.
Yeah, I've polished off way too much of that while driving.
Yeah, I will eat those. Jelly beans. Let's be honest, the only candy that really sucks is like Mary Jane's.
Twizzlers blow too.
Are you a Red Vines guy?
No, those are also
I those are terrible.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're just not a red licorice person.
I'm not especially black licorice in general is shitty. Don't get me wrong. I have one Twizzler every now and then.
Yeah.
But I'm not red vines. It's one of those things where I'll eat one of them, like one whole one, and then I'll question like why I'm even alive. Like, why did I just eat that?
How about
What's
you,
wrong
Mark?
with me?
Where do you fall? Are you a Twizzler or Red Vines?
I don't like
He
either of
fucking
them.
hates
Really?
Yeah.
No. Okay. Yeah, I
Like
licorice is-
maybe again going back to the Starburst thing, like there's the Starburst variety of twisty. Sort
Oh,
of
I haven't
sugar
had
things.
that. I would probably take on that.
Like those, all right if I have to.
But there's so many other choices. If you have a favorite candy that everybody needs to know about, please let us know.
We should make a beer with candy. Like a hard candy of some sort. Not apple jelly or anything. Or we should.
What
we
is
should
this original?
We should. Wow.
I
What is
is
original? That would be a good one. That's a good idea.
do love Werther's.
All right.
I'm an old man at heart. I love hard candy.
Speaking of old men, how about Hoochie Mama there, our brown ale?
Hoochie Mama! Whee!
We poured this out, and it's pretty damn dark. I mean, it's dark.
It's
I would
not
say
black,
dark brown. No,
It
it's
is not
dark brown.
black.
It's firmly black. Maybe not dark black.
I would say it's dark brown is where I would go.
Yeah, I wouldn't call it black.
Nah. Especially because if you look at the edges of the glass, you can definitely see brown.
Yeah, if
Light
you
black?
Light
No,
black,
I'm
light
not
black
going
is
with light
somewhat
black.
accurate.
I think it's a lighter than light black.
I'll take any opportunity I can to call something light black, and I swear to God, after I pass the exam, that I'm going to start calling shit like black on actual score sheets. Just confuse people.
It definitely has some garnet or ruby highlights.
I will contend that you can't have those without it being brown, because black is devoid of light. Anyway, did anybody smell this thing yet?
It smells like chocolate, like good chocolate note, not the white chocolate that we just had. It smells like dark chocolate. It smells like a little bit of roast in there, but when you say chocolate in a beer, this is what I'm expecting.
It smells like a Hershey bar.
Yeah. I think so. I get a little more dark on it than Hershey bar.
It's the Hershey extra dark.
So this is a double
the one with the red stripe on the cover.
Or my linked chili pepper infused chocolate bars.
So, no.
Never had those.
Mark gave you like one square of it.
Yeah.
It's life changing. Anyway, this is a double chocolate brown ale.
Not quite as good as the chili pepper and Kit Kats, but
not quite as Asian.
Still in
it doesn't
the,
come in Chinese or
this
Korean.
Is double chocolate brown ale brewed with Bosco chocolate syrup. Specifically.
That's it. Okay. Bosco.
Yeah.
Damn son. Yeah, that once I read that.
Can I make an egg cream with this?
Yes, you can.
I bet you can.
Yes, you can. Oh, dude, egg creams are so good.
I can't drink them because of the consistency.
Yeah.
It's too thick.
My favorite is there's an episode of West Wing where they give Mark Sheen, the president, an egg cream, and the guy who plays Toby, who's supposed to be from Brooklyn, goes, it's called an egg cream. We invented it in Brooklyn a long time ago. There actually are some good things that aren't from New England because the president character is from New Hampshire.
Yeah.
And he's like, that's blasphemy. You be quiet about that. It's like, this is amazing. It's called it's seltzer water and sugar and chocolate syrup. It's delicious. Like, it's called an egg cream. We've had them in Brooklyn a long time.
And when I taste this, I think the Bosco chocolate syrup is definitely like exactly what it is. It's that sort of bitterish chocolate.
Yeah. You want really good chocolate syrup, though, you got to get the U-Bet chocolate syrup. The Fox's U-Bet chocolate syrup.
I've never heard of it.
Fox's U-Bet chocolate syrup is way better than any other chocolate syrup you've ever had.
All right.
You make an egg cream with that, you may convert like right then. All right, you're gonna give up Jesus and you're gonna come to that.
Speaking of converting, Alive After 5 was canceled this past week.
I heard
because of the weather.
Yes,
and apparently that meant that the Jehovah's Witnesses decided to canvass the neighborhood.
Sorry,
in place. So at like 5 to 9 on Thursday night, they decided to knock on my door.
What did you do about this problem?
Well, I tried to ignore them, and they knocked again. I was like, guys, I appreciate it, but get the hell out of here.
Yeah, it's almost 9 o'clock. Come on, guys.
When I first moved into the house, I had Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints knock on the door.
I
have to tell you, is that Sunday?
No, that's Mormons.
Are they Mormons?
Yeah,
okay,
that's Mormons.
All right, cool. And it goes along with it. And I'll be honest, now that you say that, I didn't know that, but in the moment I didn't. I really didn't catch that. They were the nicest fucking people. I talked to this girl for like 20 minutes, and she kept asking me what I thought about God. It doesn't matter what I think about it, but she was so accepting of my ideas, and I talked to her about her ideas, and it was pretty wild to have this conversation. And I was like, "Look, I'll be honest with you, you seem really nice, but there's no chance you're going to gain any traction right here. So, I'm going to let you go." And she was like, "Oh, that's so nice of you thinking of time." And I felt bad. But the whole thing, I was almost like, "Fucking I'm in." But
Let's go! Yeah, Jesus!
Yeah, I was like, "All right, Mormons, I'm going to Africa."
That's my penis.
Yeah. So but yeah, I can't handle I can't believe 9 o'clock at night. That's pretty late to be knocking.
Yeah, that's pushing it.
Like if I knocked on your door at 9 o'clock at night, I would feel bad.
Right. To be honest, if I showed up at your house at 9 o'clock at night, I wouldn't knock. I would just walk in.
I would knock and then walk in. But
Yeah.
I would feel bad about it at the same time. So back to the Hoochie Mama. Episode 4, ladies and gentlemen, this is what you get.
Yeah, we got a little distracted.
And you like it too.
There was some shiny shit over there we looked at. Anyway, I enjoy this, but I think that what I'm not digging on is the chocolate syrup quality to it. I think that it's very prevalent, and I think that it's exactly what it's supposed to be. I also think it has all the good qualities of a brown ale. I'm not sure that I like them all together. I think it's a little bit too bitter in the finish for me. I think that's what it's supposed to be, though.
I wouldn't say it's bitter.
I'm not
It definitely
bitter
has
finish.
it's got the chocolate syrup sort of twang, for lack of any better vocabulary for it.
No, that's a good word for it. I think.
That's what I'm describing as bitter. Bitter probably isn't a fair way to put that.
Yeah, no, it's coming off as chocolate syrup. A lot of chocolate syrup flavor, and it's a little off-putting. Now, maybe that's the fact that we've had so many beers today already.
A lot of beers.
This is beer number 15 or so.
16. Well, more than that actually, but yeah.
Yeah, it's
17.
1 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1.
Yes, it's the
We've had quite a few different varieties. To have this beer late in the day, I feel is a little much. I feel like had we had this maybe in the first episode, I'd probably enjoy it a bit more. But that being said, it still comes off as a little bit cloyingly sweet, and it's not really hitting the note that I want with it right now.
It's just a bit heavy-handed in the chocolate syrup for me. I'll pick up the ratings. I'm going to give it a pint, and again, not a quality thing. I think this is a quality beer. I do agree. Palate probably plays a little bit into the rating.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to have one. I'm glad I had this. It's an experience of a beer, and I'll probably have another one in the future for sure.
Yeah. No, I haven't mentioned it in a while, but like to make a milkshake with a beer, this would be great.
Oh yeah, or like an ice cream.
Yeah, like I've talked a couple times on the show about making a Guinness milkshake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think
A milkshake or a float with this would be good.
Yeah.
I
I'd
also
be in
think
on
it
that.
would be good in waffles and pancakes.
The flavor would come through a lot more than
Yeah.
other beers. Yeah.
Yeah, to get that chocolate syrup flavor in there would be great. But
Yeah.
for me personally, just as far as drinking it, it comes off a little too much. So it's going to be a pint for me. That's about it at most. Stretch it to a pint.
Yeah, it's a pint all around on this one.
Yeah.
I just it just seems one note to me.
Yeah. The one note is exactly what is described. So I'm down for it. But I agree with that,
it definitely is as advertised, but it's also not enjoyable or complex enough for me to really want to drink more than a glass.
Makes sense. But as usual, all the flavors that were, like you said, as advertised came through in all three of the beers we had.
Yeah.
On a homebrew news front, we recently had the National Homebrew Conference, where the second round of the National Homebrew Competition takes place. We had a number of people locally that made it into the second round, but we had actually three winners. We had two different beers. We had a Roggen beer from Alexander Lemp, that member of ASLIC, Association of Long Island Homebrew Clubs.
Woo!
Gold medal in German wheat beer. So first place. That's pretty insane. I don't know Alexander personally.
With a beer that doesn't have any rye in it. Good job, buddy.
Any wheat in it. That has plenty of rye.
What did I say?
You said no rye.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm drunk.
Yes, the opposite of that. German wheat beer, one with a literally a more than 50% probably rye beer. Take that, Tom.
That's right.
And category 20 stays on. We had Paul Scrum and Nick Rosenberg from LIBME win gold medal there as well. So first place for that as well. So we have
Congrats,
two.
guys.
Yes, we have two Long Islanders take home first place for National Homebrew, which, according to the email I got from Greg Kelly, so blame him if this is wrong. But the first time that two Long Islanders brought home the gold medals in the same year. Next year, it'll be in Providence, and we're hoping to make ASLIC again, Association of Long Island Homebrew Clubs. You're following along with the what is the first letters of everything? What is it called? Acronym. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh boy. If you're following along with the acronym, we're trying to make that the Homebrew Club of the Year. We'll see if we can do that. I can't say the words without hearing Frank say it. The president of LIBAV. I can't hear him not say it. So I enjoy that. But anyway, congratulations, guys. Hopefully, at some point,
I look forward to aping your recipes from Zebra.
Exactly, and an oatmeal stout won the beer of the year, or the beer maker of the year, brewer of the year, that thing.
There you go.
So I'll steal that recipe as well. See if I can do it.
Nice.
But,
So, before we kick off, as we've mentioned, we're getting closer to our 100th episode
we are.
and our 2-year anniversary.
We are.
Now, last year for our anniversary, did we do the beer of the years for last year?
Yes.
Or was that our?
And we still haven't given Larry his award.
We need to give Larry.
It's been so long. He's actually asked me when I saw him at the meadery fundraiser. He asked me to award.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Larry. I'm sorry for giving it to you.
Hey, we should get Larry his award.
It's on a shelf upstairs somewhere.
Here's the thing. So now that I'm a distinguished Mug Club member at Spider Bite, I will bring him his award.
Okay. We need to get Larry his award for last year. But are we gonna do beers of the year for us again?
You bet your sweet bit.
For second anniversary?
Yes,
All right, excellent. So we're gonna start looking into that then.
we sure are.
All right, you guys and gals, if you have a recommendation for something that we really enjoy that we should put up for beer of the year, you should reach out and contact us.
What would be really cool is if we had a fan beer of the year as well. So
I would
if we
enjoy
can
it.
drum up enough interest, if we get 3 people to write in for their beer of the
3?
year, we have 3 people. I'm kidding. We need a little more than that, but we're hoping.
5.
Yeah, we're hoping for. You can hit us up at any one of the places you can find us, email, whatever, and we'll compile
Email,
as well.
the social media, 631-720.
Mark almost did that
something or
off the top of his
other.
head. Almost. It was so
Almost. So close. So close.
close. All right, say the whole thing again.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't even close. 631-605-724.
There were some 7s. You were fine.
There you go.
Yes.
Let us know what you think should be our beer of the year for 2017, 2018.
Yes.
Fiscal year.
Fiscal year 2017, 2018.
All right, everybody.
All
We're
right.
going to go try to sober up and eat some pork. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
If you enjoyed Beertastic Voyage, please be sure to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, and don't forget to review and rate us. The guys can be found online at www.beertasticvoyage.com, on Facebook at www.facebook.com/beertasticvoyage, and Twitter and Instagram at Beertastic Show, or send them a good old-fashioned email at beertasticvoyage@gmail.com. Thanks for listening, and cheers for local beers.